She is actually out of the state right now on a vacation that she took with her parents to celebrate their 24th wedding anniversary.
So she would actually defy a court order and go on vacation, even knowing that she's got to come to court? Not cool, man. You know?
Well, I think it was a family event that they had all planned and had prepaid for. She'll be back in town on Monday.
That's really arrogant. You know, I can't. Would you do that?
Well, obviously I wouldn't do that, Judge, but
I wouldn't do that either. I mean, I will grant you the courtesy of Monday, but I mean, it's not cool that you would defy a court order and still go on vacation knowing that you have.
And right out of the gate, the judge is setting the tone. This isn't just about missing a date on the calendar. In criminal court, skipping a mandatory appearance can signal something much bigger: disrespect for the court's authority. And trust me, judges notice that instantly.
Come to court. That's a kick in the ding ding, man. You know?
Well, I understand. I think it was a situation where her parents had prepaid for the entire thing for the whole family and didn't want to have the expense of trying to send her back alone early.
Where is she?
She's in Maui, Judge.
For 6 months.
I get it, but that doesn't justify it. You know, a court date is a court date. And you willfully chose to just defy and say, you know, thumb yourself at the court system, and that's not cool. You know, that shows us that you completely disrespect. You don't care what we say, what we think. That's not how we do things in criminal court. You know. Val, what's the cause number? You know, especially in light that this is a driving while intoxicated case. You know, this is
where things get serious. The judge shifts from frustration to public safety, and that's a huge legal pivot. DWI cases aren't treated lightly because they're not just traffic violations. They carry the potential for catastrophic consequences.
It may not be a big deal to, you know, high-priced lawyers, but to us, we treat this as a big deal. You know, Harris County leads the nation in DWI fatalities. We have DWI after DWI, death after death. It's truly an astounding and a disgusting statistic. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. On June 1st, 2024, officers were notified by the Police Department requesting assistance if possible. Driver at 7:56 in the morning in the Target parking lot. Officers advised the suspect was involved in a minor car accident. The driver was identified by her Texas driver's license. Officers could smell a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the defendant and observed that she had glassy eyes. The defendant stated that she had 4 shots the night prior. He conducted standard sobriety tests, 6 of 6 for the HGM, 2 of 8 for the walking turns, 0 of 4 for the one leg stand. Officers wrote the DIC, and the defendant consented to arrest, as the results of which were 0.085 and 0.084.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? I guess look to see what other kind of contact she has with the law. Does she have any priors, any prior DWIs?
She's never been in trouble before. I've got a chief approved PGI offered today. I understand the court's concern. She was not willful, and I know how it seems. But I know what you're saying, Judge. I'm just telling you, she's scared for her life.
Now this is the defense attorney doing damage control in real time. Notice the strategy here. Humanize the defendant, emphasize no criminal history, and frame the mistake as panic rather than defiance.
She's never been in court before. She showed up today. She's not on docket today. She's trying to make it right.
If it were me, if I know I pick up a DWI and I have a court case the following week, I'm going to go. I don't care if I have a trip. You know, to me, and I guess other people come from a different cut, but you know, the court system takes precedence over everything else.
I agree, Judge. I'm asking for leniency in this case. She's not a career criminal in any way.
In life, Mr. LaCruz.
I work at my dad's company. I do paperwork, invoicing.
It's a non-destructive testing from oil fields, Judge. She's admin there at the.
How old are you?
22.
Did you graduate high school? How far did you make it?
I graduated high school and I just been working for my dad for a couple years because he had a stroke and he needed help with the company, so I came in and stepped in.
For future reference, this is not the way we do things. You know, and if you ever do this to me again, or us, I'm going to hold you in contempt. You know, that's how.
That right there. That's what lawyers call judicial mercy with a warning label attached. A PR bond means release without paying cash up front, based entirely on trust. Once that trust is broken, the court usually doesn't offer a sequel.
That's how seriously we take it. And it's really just, it's a slap in the face of the entire criminal justice system to tell us that you'd rather go on a trip than to come to court when you're supposed to come to court.
My dad is system though, and I told him I have to stay here and go to court and he's system.
Then your father should be ashamed of himself. And when you go home, I want you to tell him that he should be ashamed of this. He should be ashamed of himself, and that it's not the way we do things. I will reluctantly keep your PR bond in place, or I'll reinstate your bond. I'm going to tell you now, this is the only get out of jail free card that you're going to get from me. You will never get one again. If you ever miss court when you're supposed to be here, you pick up a new case. If you consume alcohol or drugs, I'm going to put you in jail. You will never get another PR bond. You understand that? So I am going to find probable cause. I am ordering you, as a condition of your bond, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, you will go to jail. Tell me, do you have a Texas driver license? Do you have liability insurance in your name?
She has insurance. It's under her father's name. She's on the policy.
I want to make sure that you're named as a covered person. If you are, then you may continue to drive. Until that point, I just want to know that you're actually a named under that policy. You have a lawyer. You must stay in contact with the lawyer, which I hope that there won't be a problem.
There's not an issue, Judge. This will never happen again. It's fine.
I get it. If they come back to me and tell me that you've gone MIA, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. So you must stay in contact with them, and they will tell you when you have to come back to court. For now, I'll have you go to Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get traced to your bond conditions, and then
it's set 6-7. Can we
we're gonna
we'll
reinstate the bond now, and then we'll just let you pick a new date.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Empezando desde aquí.
Okay, so I'm going to start with who is Gonzalez Campuzano. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez Campuzano, you are charged with terroristic threat. You are facing up to a year in jail and/or $4,000 fine. What do they want?
3 days with 12 days credit.
They have given you an offer of 3 days in jail with credit for the 12 days that you've done. Is this what you want to do, sir? Understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. There's also an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that you can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this, and if you ever pick up another case like this, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You pick up a gun, you'll be facing also a year in jail. Do you understand? You give up the right to a trial, and this is also for Ramos Velasquez. Who is Ramos Velasquez? Mr. Velasquez. Ramos Velasquez, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. And this is a SIG, right? Both of you guys picked up a DWI. You got out of jail. All you had to do was show up to court. If you would have shown up, good things probably would have happened. But you took flight, and both of you now have picked up another DWI while you're on bond for a DWI. What happened? Now both of you have ICE detainers. You will not get out. And once you are eventually released from here, you will go straight to immigration. from now on.
Adelante.
If you want to be here, follow the law.
La ley.
Had you done that,
Si usted hubiera hecho eso,
the things probably would
unas cosas
happen
probablemente le hubieran ocurrido.
because we like to help people around here. But when you go out there and endanger public safety, there are severe, severe consequences.
Severas.
Mr. Ramos Velasquez, you are also charged now with 2 DWIs. You've worked out an agreement where they're going to dismiss one in exchange for your plea of guilty on the other one. It's 60 days in jail, the sentence, with credit for the 34 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your ability to drive for 2 years. Do not drive. I'm going to tell you now, I don't know if you're going to get deported or not. If you do, and you come back, and the feds catch you, it's a minimum of
And here's the brutal domino effect of failing to appear. What started as a DWI snowballed into bond revocation, immigration consequences, harsher penalties, and far fewer options.
5 years in federal prison. So if you want to do things, do it the right way.
Era correcta.
Not only that,
Solo eso.
if you ever get into a car, an officer is going to see your record. They're going to see DWI, DWI. If they smell alcohol on you, what do you think's going to happen?
En la cárcel otra vez. They'll take me to jail again. Correcto.
I would never get in a car, even if you've had a sip of beer, Mr. Ramos Velasquez.
Esa. ¿Entendió?
Because what's happening now will happen again and again, eternally.
Pues, eternamente.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to the agreement. Mr. Gonzalez Campuzano, how do you plead to the offense of terroristic threat?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will also follow the agreement, sentence you to it. Good luck to you both. Mr. Asig, all I wanted you to understand was that all you had to do was show up. That's all you had to do. And now you've picked up a second DWI.
Tiene otra persona que puede obligar.
Your first bond is set at $20,000. They gave you a PR bond on the first one. I'm going to revoke that PR bond and I'm going to raise it up to $10,000. Regardless, it doesn't matter because you have an immigration detainer. So you will be stuck like Chuck until this thing is over with. For future reference. Piensa. Tell me.
We haven't had a hearing on any kind of revocation, so I would ask that
Up a DWI while he's on bond for DWI. So I'm not going to let him keep a PR bond on his first DWI. I mean, really.
but we're revoking it. I would like, I want to represent the correct way. So if you want to revoke it, I think we should have a hearing on that one. At this moment in time, he does have an ICE hearing. I mean, he does have an ICE detention, and you've already said that the other one is going to be at 20,000.
It's already set at 20. I mean,
So that's what I'm saying.
I'm happy to do it. You can set it for a bail hearing on Friday, Thursday. I'm okay with that.
Not this Thursday or Friday, but another day. That's fine.
Tell me when. I would rather do it sooner rather than later, just because a person with 2 DWIs, I'm going to do it quick. I think he's a complete danger to public safety.
La seguridad pública.
So I'm happy.
No, I completely understand where you're coming from, Your Honor.
It's okay.
I want to do my due diligence. You understand what I'm saying? 17th? Monday?
Lunes.
Sure. Okay. So, bail hearing for Monday. All right, guys. Good luck to you.
El oficial, por favor.
Hi. Yes.
Thank you.
Sure. We're good? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. No. We'll wait till Monday.
We're approaching on Mr. Dejon White. He's in custody
Someone
dispute.
just, no, but Mr. Hatton approached on Deshaun White.
There's two white from doctors.
The Juan White.
Ricardo has used the page 41.
Oh, okay, you got Dewan White.
The Juan White.
Okay, because he had, is it Dedrian White? Dedrian White. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right, Judge. So Mr. White's on a fugitive case. He would like me to approach and ask for a bond so he could turn himself into the demanding county of Monroe, Georgia.
Judge, the state at the time is not asking for a bond. We don't feel comfortable given his sheer number of thefts and he absconded.
Okay, hold on a second. You guys want a bond too, right?
Yes, sir.
You want a bond too?
Yes.
Can we bring them both out so we can get two birds? Huh?
White and who else? Mitchell.
White and Mitchell, please. Thanks, Stephen. I think that's it.
So it's going to be a few minutes while they're getting the guys together and bringing them out. Judge is going to look over and start reading up on some of the information that he has available because he knows the guys are going to come out and start giving them all of the fluff and do everything they can to convince him to provide a bond. But it's not even really his warrant that he's acting on. He's just holding them on a warrant outside the system.
Are you here tomorrow? Will, are you going to be here tomorrow? When are you going to be here next? Maybe not Thursday or Friday? Okay. Can you zoom in tomorrow? Because I need more time with Mr. Hicks. I can't. I want to pull his record, and I want to pull how much he's been drinking, so I can have a hearing on it and whether to revoke his bond. And Tracy, if you can pull up his records on Mr. Hicks, please. Hicks, yeah. And then if you want, we can, because it's already 12:05. It's going to take a while for me to get the information. Can we do it tomorrow? You can zoom in. He's got to be here, though. Is that okay?
Here are gentlemen wanted in Louisiana.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's jail?
Jail.
Not good, right? Wonderful. I hope it's absolutely miserable. 'Cause that's the idea, to get. That's the idea, to get people to get it, you know? Both of you guys are wanted from out-of-state jurisdictions. You want me to sit you a bond? I don't know. I don't know you guys. I don't know who you are. I know that you guys are going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, but to me, it's what's on paper that matters. Because that's how I get to know you guys. Not what you tell me, because what you tell me is going to go in this year, it'll go out that year. Paper is what rules. I guess we'll start with you.
Yes,
You are
sir.
Dewan White, right? Mr. White. So I guess, go ahead and tell me, please.
Got a letter, and then I'll follow up.
For sure.
Yes, Judge, the state is asking for no bond on, he has a sheer number of theft convictions, has a PPI on a family member out of Dallas County. He also had a failure to clear out of Georgia. We don't feel comfortable setting a bond for Mr. White.
So he has a case here as well.
Yes, Judge.
He picked up an unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon here.
That's right, Judge.
And that's while the larceny was pending. The warrant was issued out September 23rd, 2023, and while he had this pending,
Whoa. So the warrant's been issued he's been out on the land for a year?
well, that's when the warrant was issued. I don't know if anything past that, but it was September of last year, and then he took the felon possession of weapons for the duration for a while he was wanted. And the fact that he had a recent prior conviction a year before, and the fact that he has at least 6, but I didn't count, regarding similar offenses, is that we would be opposed to a bond.
Judge, if I may, so first, he does have a case in felony, $20,000 bond. He is waiting on a bond in this court, so he posts that bond. He's been in contact with his family. He's got the support of his girlfriend, his mother. He's never been given a bond here to go allow himself to turn himself in there, I would request that he be given that opportunity to do so. He's got a plan in place on how to do that and how to get to Georgia and reconcile what's going on over there.
So he's been on the lam. I mean, this case has been open since September 23.
Judge, I was just appointed on this. I don't know the specifics as to when the warrant was issued, as to what's happened in the meantime. I just know that there is an extradition request in place, and I would request that he be given the opportunity to.
Yeah, I'm just, if he's been on the lam for a year and a half, I'm not down with that. Really.
He also had a long about 4 months prior to this warrant being issued.
Bond forfeiture for what?
That was for case number
For here? What of our cases?
1629990. That's the person, the one that he was recently convicted of in 2022. So he bond forfeited on that one. 4 months before he had a warrant out for this extradition.
Yeah. He also had two. You had another case from 2022. You took off at least 2 times on that case. How on earth do you think that I can trust you that you're going to go back when you have not? You just pled to another case not too long ago, and you took off at least 2 times on that case. Really? Sure.
No, that's not accurate. I was in jail, and when I did my time for being in jail, and they issued out a warrant, and I had no idea about the warrant because when I went home to try and deal with the warrant, they told me that it was nothing that they could find, and they would.
I'm talking about you having theft from a person from 2022, October. They issued at least 2 different warrants that I can see because you violated bond conditions on 2 separate occasions.
Never I never got in custody for any of it. But as soon as it was time for me, like, to turn myself in, that's exactly what I did. When I learned about the warrant, I turned myself in.
Yeah. No, man. Sorry.
Judge,
I can't.
is there any chance we can put this on the docket for Thursday so I can delve into the facts a little more?
For sure. You can. I'm happy to do it. Right. What, Ricardo, I have no problem if you want to ever try to, show me something more. But I mean, at the end of the day, my only concern are 2 things: public safety, which is my most concern, and if you're going to go. And from what I hear, all you got is a history of flight. It's what you do. You take flight on 3 different occasions. Actions speak louder than words. Really. I don't like to keep people in jail, but if you show me that you're going to be a public danger, I mean, really. Mr. Mitchell, let's talk about you. You're wanted for 2nd-degree murder or attempted 2nd-degree murder. What else was it, Mr. Kim?
And resisting an officer, Judge. Or resisting by flight, sorry. That's the actual.
So, do you have any open cases here in Harris County?
The ACW out case was
Dismissed.
Yes.
He has a prohibited weapon case in the 179 gun with a $50,000 bond.
Oof.
I can give the court a little more information about Mr. Mitchell.
Okay. So, of course.
I had an opportunity to speak with the court's law clerk in St. Landry Parish yesterday afternoon. She was communicating with Judge Mesh in that court. He was arrested and charged with this case last July. They had what they call a contradictory hearing where evidence was presented. This attempted murder charge, his lawyer in that case presented evidence that he was actually in Alexandria, Louisiana, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where the charges stem. He was actually at a graduation ceremony. After that hearing, the judge released him on a PR bond, and he was never made contact with the court since then. It turns out the district attorney's office in that parish did, in fact, bill him by information with this attempted murder charge, attempted to serve him, but I confirmed with the clerks in that court that he actually never was served with the February 22nd, 2024 court date that he missed, which is why he.
So why won't they lift the hold? They should lift the hold.
I spoke with her. She said the judge would be willing to recall the warrant if he could get on Zoom with the Harris County Jail and present to him.
The defense isn't asking for sympathy, they're challenging procedure. If the defendant truly wasn't served notice, that raises due process questions, and due process is everything in criminal law.
Yesterday afternoon that he has an important day. The jail said we want to allow that. So then I offered to get the reset certified mail from them, take it to him, have him sign it, send it back. They said he's on a PR bond still. They want him extradited, but if we get a bond and he comes in,
second degree murder, man. I'm
it's
not
attempted
giving.
murder, which is basically ag assault. Judge. Nobody was hit, nobody was killed. It's not murder.
I don't know that.
What you saw was attempted murder. So nobody died, or it would be murder.
That doesn't make me feel better.
Well, I think there's a big difference between somebody dying and somebody not.
What if I can help you facilitate the Zoom hearing?
That would be great. And just so the court, just for the court's information, the judge has not revoked his bond. He's basically saying when he gets back to St. Landry Parish and gets properly served, he'll be released on his own recognizance again.
Let me help you set up the Zoom hearing.
That
Okay, I'm going to do it because I think that I can.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's what the judge asked. He said if he is able to meet with him via Zoom, he will recall the number.
Let me see if I can get that for you. Just give me a second. I don't feel comfortable giving someone a
Maybe
bond
we can
with
do
an
it.
attempted murder charge.
I understand. Maybe we can, if I can call the court now, I'll step out.
Sure, try.
Maybe they can.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You can.
Gentlemen, go ahead and follow. That way, I guess until they come back with it soon. So, okay, let me talk to approach on the plea or what's the
Oh, what are we doing?
This is the courtesy of the one you prefer.
He's going to go to SATA.
Oh, wait, do we have enough? Good news, bad news?
This is one of the lawyers for the two gentlemen you just saw standing out. Not the.
Hey,
not
Judge,
the
how you
one.
doing? Can I reapproach on Mr. DeJuan White?
Okay.
I would like to file a motion to withdraw his case. Would you consider that?
Yes, of course.
Okay, let me file it.
Okay.
He would like to have his paid lawyer handle his case.
But do we know, has someone signed on?
I'm not sure. He does not want me to represent him any
We
longer.
need someone to represent him. So if someone gets on, great. Do you want me to explain to him something?
Well, Judge, let me file my motion, and then we'll go from there, I guess. If you